Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Death93K as always. I actually want to kill myself because I just said your boy. Anyway, welcome to a video where I take a look at the game that I just bought, Hitman 2. So this game was released on November 13th, 2018, which is just under a year ago. Now, that's really actually kind of surprising to me because I still really think of it as a new game, but I guess I probably shouldn't at this point. So, this game is the sequel to the, I believe, 2016 game Hitman, which really did take the Hitman series back to its roots, back to Blood Money, which, in many people's opinion, including my own, was the best Hitman game. And this game is pretty much, it's almost like a DLC for that game. Now, obviously, it is a full separate game that you can play without the first one. It just uses the exact same game mechanics. Nothing much at all has changed throughout the game, except for adding some new features. But let's take a look at those. So, the first one I would like to talk about is in the original Hitman game, when you were detected by a camera or someone found a body or something like that, it would notify you on the screen, but it wouldn't really tell you which one or from where or any information like that. It was just someone found a body. Anyway, so in this game, it's got like a little camera that's not at all intrusive to what you're doing. It's just in the top left corner of your screen when you're spotted by a camera or when someone finds a body or when you kill a target. It just shows up and you can see exactly what you did. Another feature I'd like to talk about is the addition of briefcases. So this adds in briefcases that you can, I believe you unlock one for free just from buying the game, or maybe you have to have Hitman 1. I don't exactly know. I just remember I had it at the start of the game. You can hide large weapons into briefcases at the start of the mission so that you can carry them around without arousing suspicion. You just can't shoot them, obviously, from the briefcase. Another addition that this version of Hitman, I guess, Hitman 2, adds is the feature of being concealed in crowds or in grass. Like, you can see on screen right now, there is some vegetation here. And if you're crouched in that vegetation, you will be concealed from enemies. And that really does play a large role in many of the levels. Not all of them, but many. And overall, just a UI overhaul has been applied to this game, and it really does look incredibly good. And I just love the way that this game plays. Like, I played the original Hitman for quite a while. I have plenty of hours on it. And this game, when I got this at first, it made me want to replay the entire first Hitman just with these new features and this new UI. On to the graphics. Now, obviously, this game is not brand new, but you can't not tell at all from the graphics. These look completely just beautiful. Somehow, this doesn't run like complete ass on my computer. Like, as you can see, I'm recording right now. I was actually watching a YouTube video in 1080p on my second monitor while I was recording this, and it's still, it runs perfectly fine. I love the lighting and the shadows and all of this. I'm running this on, I'm running this on, medium settings, basically, and you can just tell how great this runs and how great it looks as well. I don't know how they managed it, but, running something like GTA, which was released, 2012 now, somehow takes up more graphical power, I guess, to run than this game, which just looks absolutely beautiful, this game. And the AI in it as well, the enemies behave like human beings most of the time, except when they all know where you are instantly, but they don't always, and that's something I like. But again, that's an issue in many stealth games, and I'm not going to get into that in this video. Another thing I'd like to state is if the gameplay that you're watching right now, my aim is absolute ass. That is because I decided I would try to play with a controller. I don't know why. I just cannot. Again, I don't know if you know this, but I play everything on PC. There is not one thing that I would rather play with a controller, except for maybe driving games, actually. Those are pretty good on controller. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So this adds, if you buy the full game, it'll add like a whole bunch of new missions. I really like the new missions. I actually prefer them to most of the original Hitman missions, although Sapienza, there's nothing that's going to beat that. That is my favorite Hitman mission of all time. So even if you can't afford the full game, which I believe the asking price is like $60 or something, I'm not entirely sure. I actually don't have a script written down for this video, but if you can't afford that, there's like some other bundles or packs or whatever that you can buy, and I would say it's definitely worth it if you purchase the original Hitman game, just because you can just replay that like so much longer with the new features and the new weapons and all of that. And I really do think that this is the way to go when designing a sequel to any game, but especially this one. Now, if you're new to Hitman games entirely, I've been mentioning Hitman 1 a lot, and you probably don't even know what this is about. Basically, you take on the role of Agent 47. He is a very skilled international assassin. He is stealthy most of the... Actually, you always have the option of going in loud, not using suppressors, just frickin' shooting up everybody, and that is almost never the way to go, because unlike in literally like every other shooter game I've ever played, pretty much, you're not a one-man wrecking crew. You actually have to think about your actions. This is a very slow-paced game. You probably can't tell from the footage. That's just because I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty here, and I just decided I would... This is also a very easy mission. This is the first one that you'll play in the second game. So you also have to plan out the missions beforehand, and you can bring along different weapons and gadgets, and yeah, that kind of thing. And it is an incredibly good game. I really do recommend this. But I'm gonna just more on that at the end of the review, I guess. Another thing I would like to mention is that the original game, sometimes enemies would hear you running around or walking. They actually removed, like, enemies can't hear you walk anymore. Also, I previously mentioned the planning before a level, just planning out your gadgets and your weapons, but I never mentioned the way that you unlock it. So, while doing a level, you will gain XP, obviously, and there's something called mastery. Now, for each location, you have a different sort of mastery tree, almost. Not really tree, but level progression more. And if you get to a certain level of mastery in a certain location, you'll unlock a certain item. So, let's use Sapienza as an example. Or actually, let's use Hokkaido, which is the hotel mission in the first game. If you got to location mastery level 5, you unlock this little pistol that you can't be detected during frisk, and it only has 5 rounds. I'm getting into like a weapon review video almost at this point. Let's just stop talking about that. My point is that it's got a really neat system for unlocking guns and items, so you actually have to work in specific areas or whatever to unlock whichever item you want, and you have to be dedicated. And I really do believe that it is one of the best systems I've seen this far. I guess to finish off the review, I'll give my just overall opinion on the game. So, I rate this game on my scale of how long you're going to play it, how fun it is. Well, I rate it a 10. This is genuinely one of the best games I've ever played. This is probably my favorite game of 2018. And again, if you can't cough up the full $60, but you did buy the first game, $14 for the pack that I bought at first, which just unlocked the cartel mission and the beginning mission, which I'm playing on screen right now. You still unlock most of the features of the second game, and you can replay the first Hitman campaign with all those features. Now, would I recommend this to everybody? Well, probably, because I really want more people to play this, but no, I don't think everybody's going to love this game. This is a game for a certain type of person, a certain audience, and well, first of all, you can't really be squeamish. There is a lot of not actually that much, but there's a decent number of sort of gory scenes throughout the game. There are also I'm trying to think of a good comparison right now. It's almost more like Uncharted, I guess. Not really anything like Uncharted, but that's the closest thing I could do. See, this is its own thing. It's for people who want to play it slow, take their time, think things through. But yeah, that's the video, I guess. 8 out of 10 would recommend. Go buy it, seriously, no joke. Thank you guys for watching. If you stuck around to the end, comment down below. I ate peanuts, and I'll see you in the next video. And once again, it's your mom. Peace.